So Battlebin is a monthly subscription box for gamers. So for $30 a month, you're going to get between 2 and 5 new games. Now, these are going to be mixtures of games. So if you're getting 2, you're getting something like a Zombicide or a Arcadia Quest. Now, it's not going to be the full game, so don't get too excited. But what we do is we create a really solid user experience for between 2 and 4 players to be able to learn the game and really understand it in 15 to 30 minutes. So what we do with a lot of these is we'll work with somebody like Spartan Games, who makes the Halo Fleet Battles game. And so that's a pretty difficult game to get into and understand right out of the gate. So what we'll do is give you a couple scenarios that walk you through basic rules, give you enough minis so that you understand how to play, and then let you decide whether or not you want to go buy the full game. So we started actually even talking about this at PAX South last year. So in 2014, we actually went and talked to Matt Arabella from Loot Crate, and I told him our idea. He told us we were crazy, and so we told him about it a little bit more. He said it might work. And so 6 months later, we decided, hey, we're going to give this a shot. We put together our first box, which was aptly titled Failure to Launch. It was kind of a joke against our own thing, because it was difficult to put together the first box. And so after that, we went from there to Battles and Brews, which was about Dwarven and Viking drinking games, and some people liked that, some people hated it. So as we iterated through each month, we learned a little bit more. We put a t-shirt in the November box. That was a bad idea. People want games. We're a game box. And so we listen to customers every time. The things that make us different than other subscription boxes is we actually let you skip months. So let's say that a box is coming out, you're just not going to like it. I'm a sci-fi fan, I don't deal with fantasy. You can skip it. You're not going to hurt our feelings. You say, hey, I don't want this box, and you don't pay for it for that month. The other thing we do is allow you to swap a box, which is completely different than everybody else. So for boxes that have come out prior to your subscription, or maybe you wanted to get an extra one, or there's a couple different versions, you can go back and get a different box, and we'll ship that out to you instead of your current month's box. We also do specialty boxes at least once a quarter, and so we do a Magic the Gathering box, a Minecraft box, we've done a kids box, a miniatures box, which had a whole bunch of sci-fi minis from 6 or 7 different companies, which included paint, the minis, terrain, new bases for people. So we do a lot to make sure our customers are happy. Okay. So we call that the Mega Bin. And so for this month is Infection, which is based all around Zombicide. So what are you going to get in this month's Mega Bin? You're getting a Nerf zombie arsenal. Nice. So it's like 6 or 7 different Nerf guns. They're varying size from like bitty pistols to crossbows to big, huge guns. And then we're giving you every copy of Zombicide. So it's about $1,000 worth of games and guns. So it's a pretty awesome bin. And then me and my daughters actually go into our garage and hand build each of the crates. So it's not just that you're getting a really cool thing in the box. The box was handmade specifically for that customer. But we also have our customers who are battle buddies who will get out there on social media. They're on Reddit, they're on Facebook, they're on Twitter. They're answering questions on behalf of us before we can even get to it. And so it's really amazing to not only be able to give an awesome product to people, but to support it as well as Absolutely, because we came from the video game industry, so we did some video game tournaments and convention circuits for 3 years before we decided to do this. And so we dealt with a lot of like toxicity and hostility in the community. And so when we decided to do this, everybody we talked to was like, that's awesome, hey, we'd love to help out. Game companies were like, how can we help you, what can we do, how can we make this work? Which was completely different than everything we've ever dealt with before. And then the community just kind of huddled around us. So the first 150 customers, which is where we started, they've just stuck with us, and then they've helped us. And anytime we have problems, they're out there, making sure that we're actually able to do the best we can, and then help support us along the way. So it is our goal to do a retailer's box. So what we're afraid of, and what we keep running into with game companies is, hey, I don't want to lose the ability to sell my game because you're putting it in your box at a discount. So we took it as a mandate that after July, everything that comes in our box is custom and unique. So if you bought a game from AEG and we're coming out with the Battle Bin edition, it's a new thing. It's not something that's the exact same thing reskinned. It's something new, and we do that for every game starting in July. So that was a huge, huge burden to put on ourselves. But we wanted to make sure that we were solid with not only our manufacturing and game designing partners, but also retailers. We want you to go play these games at local game stores. So to facilitate that, we're coming out with a retailer's box. So instead of being the $30 a month like our box is, it's $100, but you're getting full copies of games. We're giving you promotional items that are exclusive to retailers. So it really drives people back into the retail cycle and helps out our friendly local game stores. First box was one of my first games that I ever created. It was called War Stories. So War Stories is being reskinned and coming back out, and will be in one of our next boxes, and it'll have a theme specifically for superheroes and villains to match our superheroes and villains box. And so we do a lot with party games, but it has to match the theme. We're really true to the theme. So if we're doing zombies, you're getting card games, you're getting miniatures games. Next month is going to be Kingdoms, so we're doing a lot of medieval. So we've got a couple card games, we've got a mixed card/board game. So there's a lot of exciting things that we put in, and we really try to give you a good solid mix.